Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, things are looking very interesting. I mean, after the failed agreement between US and EU on tariff removal, things has escalated quickly. I mean, stocks started free falling, and along with that, even the AMD stock fell almost around 8% on the news of US banning the NVDS H2O chip to China. Yes, you heard that correctly guys. This news brought the entire Nasdaq 100 future to lose over 300 points, and that has definitely brought some changes in our price action. I mean, our crypto market is still correlated with the traditional market, so any sort of good news there is good news here, and any sort of negative news, any sort of a bad news is definitely going to bring negative changes in our price action. So this is the reason why we have started to see a recovery phase, a phase where the price usually gets attracted towards the previous resistance area to find support. So now if you look at it carefully, it is reversing. I mean, Bitcoin looks like coming back for a retest around this key trend line, and as long as we remain above this trend line, I've been very clear with you guys, we might see a continuation just like I shown in an example. But failing to hold this trend line, failing to find support above this trend line means we have to prepare for a continuation in which the price will be getting attracted towards the previous resistance area, and only after that decide what's next. Because according to this descending broadening wave strategy, I showed you this on my previous video as well, we might see a pullback. Bitcoin might come back for a retest around the previous temporary resistance line and hold this area for a while. If it happens, we want the price to remain above 80,000, because we know that 80,000 for now is one of the most important support for Bitcoin, which we are not allowed to break. But failing to hold that trend line means we are going to invalidate this bullish continuation pattern, and price of Bitcoin is going to free fall. Yes, you heard that correctly guys. The price of Bitcoin, if you look at it using our leading indicator, has already lost the support from this top central and now bottom CP line. So if we fail to regain our strength above this 83,600, then please be aware we might come back for a retest. I mean, Bitcoin could come back for a retest around this 80,000 price range before choosing an actual direction. So this line here in the media short term around 83,600 is very important. We have to remain above this trend line, otherwise we must prepare ourselves for a continuation which might bring the price of Bitcoin towards the previous resistance area or the upper trend line from the descending broadening wedge. And even in a weekly time frame, we might come for a retest around 80,000 or the upper trend line from this falling wedge. So please guys, please be careful. Even though Bitcoin has broken out of some of the key line of resistance, please be careful. This trend line previously was looked as one of the most important resistance. We broke above it, and now this pullback here, just like what I showed you with this example, right? What I showed you with this example, it might be a retest. I mean, price of Bitcoin coming back for a retest, but please wait until the support which you have around 80,000 gets broken before looking this as a reversal pattern in this manner. Yes guys, please wait until 80,000 support gets broken before jumping into any short trades, because we are aware Bitcoin has extremely important support above that range. But once this key line of support gets broken, again, this 50 exponential moving average might be retested. Yes guys, there could be a move, Bitcoin coming for a retest around this 50 exponential moving average, which will bring the price of Bitcoin below 80,000. Yes, price of Bitcoin testing the support one more time before finding bottom, before showing a continuation in this manner. Because I showed you this on my previous video that price of Bitcoin looks like in this reaccumulation or accumulation phase after the sell-off. Yes, distribution pattern played out, and now this could be a recovery phase. If the price shows weakness, if the price gets attracted back towards this 50 exponential moving average, drops below 80,000, this could be the last bullish scenario which will be lining up for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin following this creek, you can see this here, right? This could be a final pullback before starting with another continuation. But this bullish move depends mostly on what's going to happen next between the US, EU regarding the tariffs removal, tariffs war against China. All these news are going to affect the market. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope these things get sorted out quickly. So in the mid short term, we just need the price to hold the support from this bottom CP line around 83,600. Failing to do that means 80,000 will be looked as our next area or the area of confluence, or retest around this descending broadening wedge, retest around this falling wedge, retest around this falling trend line before choosing an actual direction. So do not over leverage yourself. Use proper risk management strategy. Otherwise, you know, market is going to be volatile. So I don't want you guys to lose your money. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.